What's going on, guys? Zeo here from the Awesome Rich Show, bringing you another Power Ranger Zord. So it's been quite a while since I've done a Zord, but we've had so many other videos to do that I haven't got to them, but we're finally trying to get back into them. So we're picking up where we left off with the Turbo Rescue Megazord. So this Zord is really cool. It's the second Zord from the Turbo series, and this is the upgraded Zord. So when the characters all switched over and everything, they got the brand new Zords, but all the colors and everything match and pick up right where we left off. So up top we have the number 1 red, which is the Lightning Fire Tamer. Then we got number 2 blue, which is the Siren Blaster. And then we work our way down to number 3, the green one, which is the Thunder Loader. And then we got number 4, yellow, the Star Racer. And then if we go back up to number 5, the Pink Ranger, we have the Wind Rescue. So these are all based off vehicles. So the red is a fire truck, blue is a police car, green's a dump truck, yellow's a race car / bulldozer, and pink is an ambulance. So it's kind of all cool. They have all sorts of like rescue helpful type stuff, and it's pretty cool. I like the head up top. I like the whole V design. I don't know exactly what that's from. I assume it's a part of the whole Sentai series design, but I don't really know what it fits in for Turbo, but it looks really cool though. So the Rescue Megazord from Turbo was delivered in by a Tillatron, which we have as well, which I'll be in the next video, but it would usually roll in as the carrier Zord and deliver the Zords. So again, we'll look at that in the next episode with all the Zords inside a Tillatron. We're going to focus on this one and do the transformation. So we'll go ahead and pull the guns out. So it has these 2 guns. I don't know what they're for, because when reading the stuff about the Zord, I couldn't figure out what this is from, because with Turbo, I don't remember much of anything about it. I remember watching it as a kid, but that was when I start, like with Turbos, when I started to not like Power Rangers as much, because I'm not in the cars and stuff. So with cars and everything, it just started to lose me. But when it came back to like animals and stuff, that's when I would get back into it. But I really like this Zord. Like, I don't remember, this is probably one of the more recent Zords I've gotten, and I just have been playing around with it and stuff, and I really enjoy it. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just go and take it apart piece by piece. So I wanted to go in order, but we'll just kind of start with the back end and start with the pink. So we'll take it, and you start by flipping in the 2 shoulder pieces there. You just push them all the way in. You push the hands up in there, and then you just push them in close together. Again, push them in close together, and then you take and push them together into the ambulance. So there it looks like an ambulance now. It's nice pink and everything. The sirens there on the top and the back stuff just looks very cool. Nice pink ambulance. And then we can go to red, so the number 1 where we should have started, but we can pull that off, and this one's pretty easy. You just kind of pull the head back there, flip the windshield and the lights there, just push the head all the way down in, then close that back down, and then you pull the 2 like shoulders off, and they'll flip around to the back. There's a little door back here which you have to kind of get folded up. Mine gets stuck a lot, so I have to like fight with it, but that closed pretty easy. And then you just push it around back to there, and then of course you can flip the little cannons for the, the water hoses and stuff there to the front. So it's a nice fire truck, a weird like futuristic looking fire truck, but it still does look like a fire truck nonetheless, which is very cool. And then we can go to the Siren Blaster, the blue one here. So again, this one's pretty easy. You just take these whole metal pieces there and fold them in, and then you fold the car up, which is kind of snapped on back there. You just fold it up and snap it in, and then you just push that forward, and you have the car, the police car there, which looks again like a nice blue police car. Again, kind of futuristic, but still, of course all these are gonna look futuristic, but especially like this reminds me, like Blade Runner or something with design, of course sirens there and stuff. Nice blue police car there, which fits perfectly. And then we got the 2 legs. So we have the dump truck one here. So this, you can just take the front and pop it up like that, and then so it creates the front with the whole windshield and everything. And then the back, you just fold this part up, and then you just push it forward, and it gives you the bed of the dump truck that can hold all this stuff. It has this attachment piece which helps like hold like stable legs and stuff, but I just like to leave them on so I don't lose it. Of course the yellow has one too, we'll see, but it doesn't allow to fully go into its mode without it, so you have to kind of take it off. But with the dump truck, it doesn't hurt anything, so I just like to leave it on there. And then finally the yellow one, which again, it is a race car. So with this one, all you really have to do is just fold the front down, and you're pretty much there into race car mode. So it looks like the nice like sleek design of a race car, and then it goes up into like the fin on the racer. But you can also then take it and push that forward, and then squeeze the car in, and then you have the loader here like a bulldozer and stuff, so it has the nice scoop and everything. So it's kind of weird that it's a 2-in-1 kind of thing, which is really weird, but it's still pretty cool. I like it either way. And then again, it has the foot piece on the back there that obviously in this mode you can't get it to roll around or anything, but I like to leave it on so it doesn't get lost. But we'll go and pop it off. But now that we have them all separated into their vehicles, we can now put them into their robot form, or their high stance form as they're called, which this is the reason why I really ended up liking the Zord, because I love the Zords that do multiple things. So it turns into a car, goes together into a Zord, but then it has their individual robot modes. But we'll go and start with the Lightning Fire Tamer, which of course the fire truck, so we'll just take, and you just start by pulling the back down, and it forms into legs, and of course you then just fold the water guns up so they're hidden back in there. And there we got the front of the truck, and then you just take the arms and kind of pull them out to the side, and they move out and around this black piece, so you just push it all the way against there, and then you can pull the arms all the way down, and they'll kind of lock into place, and then you got the arms there for that one, and so we can do it the same here. So you just kind of pull it out and then move it around so it gets out to the side there, and then pull the arm out and it kind of locks into position there. So the fire truck on this one is kind of like really easy to get to move back and forth, so you have to just kind of hope you get it held in there at the perfect like 90-degree angle there so it locks in, but if not, it just keeps popping back out. And then we got to open up the head, so we can go and open the little door flap there, and then the head, we have of course the main Zord head there, but we don't need that one this time. We just need the little head, and so we'll pull that out and then stick it right back up there. And so there we have the head of the fireman. So it has a nice like fire helmet design there and stuff, so it looks pretty cool. It has a nice V design as well, so it looks very cool there for the figure overall. So of course the head like doesn't have any movements or anything besides like up and down like that, and the legs don't have any movement besides like the waist there for that, but they don't move apart individually. So the only movement we get are the arms, so like the arms can, you know, come up to the side and move back and around, twist all the way around there. So again, not too many movements for like an action figure sort of thing, but it gives you enough to be a nice little extra individual figure there for the robot. So then we'll go to the Siren blaster. So the police car is going to turn into a police officer. So one thing about going into the robot mode, they're not a whole lot different from what you do to get them into the Zord. So like for the car here, you'll just pull the feet down. So you pull the back down and then it's you know, creates the feet and everything. Of course, these silver things keep falling out and everything, but we have little feet here on the end of it, so you can bring them out to give it, you know, the feet for the robot there. And then you just fold the like silver piece down here at the top down, which reveals the head, which of course looks like a police officer. And then you just pull the arms out from the side, so there's pretty much your police officer right there. So it's pretty cool. It has, you know, the nice two on the front like the other one had the one. So I like how it fits. Of course, the legs on this police officer don't fit very well. They're kind of real loose and everything, so it keeps falling apart. But it's got cool that it has the legs though that do have a little bit of movement. Of course, they're a little annoying and everything, but then it has the arms, so the arms can move there and twist all the way around and everything. So it gives you a lot of cool stuff to do. Again, more playability, but very cool there for the Siren blaster car. And then we got the Thunder Loaders version, which again is another cool one. So for this one, you just pull it down again to reveal the feet. So you close the front up there, pull the legs down to get the feet revealed, and then the head is just on the back of the grill here. So with this, you just leave it up in this direction, so it has these little pins that you can push in, and it folds it all the way down like the whole front end of it and stuff. It has a little head there that kind of clips onto that spot, but it has the head there of the, like the construction worker helmet and everything, and so it has the arms then as well that can just pull out to the side, and then it has arms that can rotate all the way around there. So again, very cool. Just the little construction worker guy, his big giant feet, but still very cool nonetheless. And then we go to the Star Racer, and since it is a racer, and so kind of like a car, it turns into a race car driver. So again, the feet you just kind of leave the same the way it is now with the scoops down at the front, but then you just fold the front down there, and if you go around to the back here, you see the little flap, and you just pull the head up, and it turns into, it's supposed to have like a race car helmet on, but it, you know, kind of also looks like a construction helmet to me, but it's supposed to be, like I said, a little race car helmet. And then again, you just pull the arms off to the side to reveal the arms that can rotate all the way around. So very cool for that as well. And then our final one, the Wind Racer, turns into a nurse since it's like an ambulance stuff. So again, we'll pull it apart to there, reveal like the legs and everything, but we do have to split it apart in two so that we can get the head out. So if we do that, the robot's pink head is hidden down in there, just folded down in, so you just have to pull it out, and then you can put it back together. So then you just pop it together like that, and then again pull the arms off to the side there at the front wheels, and you just pull them out, and then there's the hands to, and you can rotate them around as usual and everything. So very cool there, and has the nice like old nurse's hat there, so that's what that design's supposed to be like. So a little bit weird, and nurses don't wear those hats anymore, but still pretty cool though nonetheless. It kind of gives each little character individualistic stuff to, you know, make them identifiable by their vehicles and the people that would go along with. So obviously a fireman for a fire truck and stuff. So that's all very cool, and I love the robots motor. Again, like I said, the high stance mode is very cool for that. But now we got to get back into the Rescue Megazord mode. So again, we'll go ahead and work in reverse start with the feet. So again, with this, it's not too difficult, like starting off with the yellow one here. So you just push the arms back in and then fold the head back down there into the back, and that's really all you have to do, because it's like I said, you're already putting it into the mode for the Megazord. You just have the additional body parts that you have to put away. And then also in the Megazord mode, it's supposed to have turn like that, so you know, it kind of stops that from coming up, but I don't think that's a big deal or anything. So there we've got one leg, and then we can go with the green for the second leg. Again, it's pretty much already in spot, so you just have to push the wheel back in, or the arms, and then you just fold the head back around to the back, and you have that in its mode already. So we have the two legs there, so then we can go back to the police car, and for this one again, you just put the arms back in and then fold this up to cover up the head there. We already have the legs out, so we'll just have to fold the feet in there, and then you just take the car and fold it down down. So you just split it right in half and fold it down. And there are little snaps here. This one's kind of broken, but we still have this one. And they just snap onto the back here, onto those. So again, we only have one, so we can only snap one in. So they snap in just like that, so it keeps it together. And then you fold the silver pieces out, and then they slide into the holes. So like on the green one here, it's on that side. So you kind of know which side it's always going to go into. So you just push them down into there, and they stick magically somehow. So they stick together like that. And then we start to move up, so we can go ahead and go to the fire truck. So again, on this one, we'll just have to take the arms, kind of straighten them up, push them back in, and again, push them up, back in. And then we do want to get them rotated around, because we'll need that, but then we can also go ahead and get the head. So just lift the, of course, like the whole windshield and stuff there, push it down, and we'll need it back though. Lift this door up, and we'll go ahead and put the arms back so you can push the arms all the way back. If you don't lift that door, the arms won't go all the way back like this, so they won't completely line up and stuff. And then we'll just got to move the like water hose things out of the way, and then you just fold it back up like that. You don't really have to do all that, but it just makes it easier to do, so you can, you know, just push that. But then we want to split them apart again at the back and completely wrap them around, and they pop in with the little snaps into there. So you just pop them in like that, and again, now we lift the little hood up again, go and grab this little door, flip it up and around to the back. That gives us access to that to open it, where we can pull the Megazord head out and then close that back down, and then push the head down into there, and we go and flip the guns around to make it the guns towards the front, and then you just take it and snap it onto the top up here. And again, these are the old ones, so they have all the snap pegs. So it's kind of unfortunate. The green one here, on like the parts you extend up, kind of keep falling apart. So every time I put pressure on it, it collapses down in, so it kind of fights me a lot. So then of course the last thing is the arms. So we then just take the little nurse vehicle here. So again, we can just take and push the arms back in like that, so it creates front wheels again. We pull it apart, fold the head down there, and then you just extend it out like that, and you can go ahead around here, pull out the hands. So we have the hands for each side and the little arm joint there. That's how it attaches, and you can kind of see it's always going to be facing forward like this, and you can tell by the hand design the way it is. So you can see it's like the thumb part here and then stuff, so you know that goes on this side of it. It has these holes here on the back, so you just know exactly where to put them in, and you just pop them in there and they stick. So again, we do the same on this side. So we pull it out, pull out the shoulder joint, and then we flip out the hand, which of course kind of gets stuck in there. And then again, we know it's always this way out. Pop it into the side back here, and there we got the arms on, and we have completed our Megazord. But then of course we do have the guns that go into the hand. So we just take and slide these in to there, and then we have the guns into the Megazord's hand. And then of course we do also have the little foot thing here that goes on the yellow car, which I forgot to put back on, but you can just take around back here, pop it into the two holes at the bottom, just so it adds that extra stability there on the back of the Zord. And the Rescue Megazord is now complete. Now with the Tillatron bringing them in as the carrier Zord, they also get weapons from a Tillatron, so we can pull these two guns out, and then we get the two arms from a Tillatron. So here's one of the arms. I assume this is a flamethrower. I know that he has two weapons and one's a flamethrower, so I assume this is the flamethrower. I thought it was just like a weird grabber hand, because this is how it stands, but in the pictures I saw, it's open like this, like from the actual show, and I assume that's a flamethrower. But it has a handle here that folds down, so then you would kind of take this and just stick it into the hand, and it just kind of sits on top of the arm like that. Again, it's kind of too heavy and everything, but we can stick that up there. And then the other arm is a Gatling gun, so it has the gun here with all the barrels, and it spins around and everything, so pretty cool, I guess. I don't have any stickers or anything on this. I've cleaned them up and just have to get new stickers for it. So we pop this into the other hand. Again, these are kind of heavy and stuff, so it kind of weighs down the Zord quite a bit, and it's hard to get it though, because it just wants to pull the arms down just because the joints are so old and everything. But it holds it up, and has the extra blasters there, and it has the artillery power that a Tillatron provides for the Rescuezord, so it can use those weapons as well, but they're just the arms for Artillatron. So that's gonna be it for this Turbo Rescue Megazord toy back from the 90s. This was not mine originally. I bought this at Kokomo Toys and Collectibles, which if you follow the channel, I live, you know, relatively close to it. We try to go there regularly, and I always buy their Zords if they have complete Zords and everything, and I bring them back, clean them up and stuff, put new stickers. I haven't done that with this one yet because the stickers aren't horribly bad. They're not perfect, but they're not like in horribly bad condition, and so I just need to get new stickers, and I need to give it a whole bath and stuff to clean it up. But we are working with another toy back from the 90s, so it is a little bit old. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed the Turbo Rescue Megazord, or if you have the Zord at all. Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Also leave a thumbs up for me if you enjoy, and hit that subscribe button. But thank you all for checking out this video. Remember to stay awesome, and I will see you next time.